Welcome to our countdown of the 10 most dangerous cities in the world. From cities plagued by cartel violence to capitals dominated by gangs, each of these places has a unique and terrifying story. Stay with us until the end to uncover the city where danger knows no bounds and survival is a daily challenge. Starting off our list at number 10 is Ciudad Juarez, a city that once thrived as a bustling border hub but now fights to shed its notorious reputation. With a homicide rate of 77.43 per 100,000, the streets here have been overrun by cartel conflicts. The Juarez and Sinaloa cartels have transformed the city into a war zone, using the streets as battlegrounds over drug smuggling routes into the United States. Ordinary citizens face kidnappings, carjackings, and extortion. Even daily commutes can be fraught with danger, as violence often erupts without warning. Despite military crackdowns, fear grips the city. People are desperate for change, yet hope feels like a distant dream. At number 9, Nelson Mandela Bay stands as a paradox, a place of breathtaking beauty marred by some of the world's highest crime rates. With a homicide rate of 78.33 per 100,000, this coastal city has been overrun by gang warfare. Deep socioeconomic divides fuel the violence, with poverty and unemployment leaving many with little choice but to turn to crime. Gang rivalries over drugs and territory make daily life precarious. Even children are pulled into this dark underworld, with schools and homes no longer safe havens, yet the community spirit remains resilient, clinging to a fragile hope that better days might come. At number 8, Guayaquil has become synonymous with violence, driven by its unfortunate status as a major hub for drug trafficking. With a homicide rate of 88.82 per 100,000, rival gangs fight over control of the lucrative drug trade, leaving residents trapped in a constant state of fear. The port city's strategic location has made it a prime battleground for traffickers, and violence spills over into once peaceful neighborhoods. Daily life here is a gamble. Shopkeepers pay protection fees to gangs, and families take extraordinary precautions to stay safe. The authorities work to regain control, but the tide of violence often feels unstoppable. As the violence escalates, so too does the city's reputation as one of the world's deadliest places. Zacatecas may be known for its stunning colonial architecture and rich history, but beneath the surface lies a grim reality. With a homicide rate of 88.99 per 100,000, this city has been turned into a battlefield. Rival cartels, particularly the Sinaloa and Jalisco New Generation cartels, are locked in a brutal struggle, leaving bodies and terror in their wake. The violence has grown so pervasive that even churches and cultural sites have been marred by tragedy. Police are outgunned and often overwhelmed, and families are forced to live as if under siege. Yet whispers of hope persist in community-driven efforts to reclaim their city, though the road to safety is long and treacherous. At number 6 is Tijuana, a city that embodies stark contrasts. Bustling nightlife and thriving tourism exist alongside devastating cartel violence. With a homicide rate of 91.76 per 100,000, the city has become a key point for smuggling drugs and people into the United States. Cartels clash over these highly lucrative smuggling routes, leaving neighborhoods awash in bloodshed. Despite the violence, Tijuana's culture and vibrancy remain, but it comes at a heavy cost. Residents have grown accustomed to hearing gunfire echoing in the night, and some fear that the violence will never truly end. Yet, amid the chaos, there's a quiet determination to fight for a brighter future, even when hope seems out of reach. Manzanillo, a crucial Pacific port, ranks fifth on our list with a homicide rate of 102.58 per 100,000. Its strategic location makes it a key entry point for drug shipments, and cartels are willing to wage brutal wars to control these routes. Shootings, kidnappings, and gruesome murders are grim reminders of the cartel influence. Tourism has suffered, and locals live with constant anxiety, fearing that violence could erupt anywhere at any time. Even a simple drive down the street feels like a dangerous gamble. Yet the beauty of Manzanillo's coast hides the ugly reality of its cartel-dominated underworld. Will this paradise ever be free from violence? At number 4, Zamora stands as one of the most violent cities in Mexico, with a homicide rate of 105.13 per 100,000. This city, nestled in the state of Michoacán, is terrorized by cartels battling for control, and even priests and community leaders have become victims of the violence. No one is safe, and the streets are patrolled by fear. Despite military interventions, the violence continues unabated, leaving families to pray for protection and children to grow up surrounded by danger. Community leaders strive to instill hope, but with each new tragedy, that hope dims. Yet Zambora's resilience is undeniable as people continue to fight for a life free from the shadows of terror. Breaking into the top 3 is Port-au-Prince, a city plagued by political instability and rampant gang violence. With a homicide rate of 117.24 per 100,000, the streets are ruled by heavily armed gangs. Civilians are often caught in the crossfire, and kidnappings have become a terrifyingly common occurrence. Efforts to restore order have been futile, and even humanitarian aid struggles to reach those in need. The city teeters on the brink, with citizens forced to make life-or-death decisions daily. Yet, in the face of such overwhelming danger, the resilience of the Haitian people shines through, even as hope seems a distant dream. Ciudad Obregón, with a staggering homicide rate of 117.83 per 100,000, claims the number 2 spot. This city has been ravaged by relentless cartel warfare, where hitmen roam the streets and violence erupts without warning. The bloodshed is tied to territorial disputes as cartels seek to control drug routes and extort local businesses. Fear runs deep in the heart of the community. Parents worry about their children walking to school, and every evening feels uncertain, with residents bracing for what the night might bring. The city's leaders continue to battle the cartel influence, but the shadow of violence looms large, making change seem almost impossible. And finally, we arrive at the most dangerous city in the world, Colima, Mexico. With a horrifying homicide rate of 140.32 per 100,000, the city has become the epicenter of cartel violence. The Sinaloa and Jalisco New Generation cartels clash in a brutal war over fentanyl smuggling routes, and even heavily armed police are no match for these criminal organizations. The violence is so extreme that ordinary life has come to a standstill. Residents live in fear of stray bullets, and businesses have shuttered their doors. Yet, amid the chaos, the people of Colima cling to a fragile hope that one day, peace will return to their city. But for now, the streets remain under siege, and survival is a daily battle. These cities highlight the harsh and often tragic realities faced by millions around the world, where danger and violence are part of everyday life. What can be done to bring peace to these troubled areas? It's a complex question with no simple answers, but discussions and awareness are a crucial first step. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Your voice matters. If you found this video eye-opening, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more stories from around the globe. Join us as we continue to explore the untold tales, the forgotten histories, and the realities that shape our world. And remember to turn on notifications so you never miss a story that could change the way you see the world. Thank you for watching, and stay curious.